Hey, what's up, Robert? This is a quick demo video for you for your KRSabers CrossGuard. Wrap this up today, so I wanted to go over it with you. Few things going on here. Well, actually, there's a lot of stuff going on in this saber. This is a very complicated build. I put a lot of this together for you to include, all these guys for the wires. I've got a detach right here that I'll show you in a second. When this saber comes to you, this screw in the back right here, that will be all the way tightened, and that's how you tighten down the handle. I don't have it tightened for the purpose of this demo because I want to be able to take this handle off. It's on a J-lock system. So you push it in, you J-lock it, and then when it's locked in place, you come in, you tighten this guy up. Not these two. There's one here and there's one here. You leave those alone. That is what actually guides the handle in and then assist with the J-lock. That's what they're locking into. So it's just the middle one that you'll want to tighten and loosen to get to your battery. So that's loose right now, so we're not going to go too crazy. I don't have any small 7/8 inch blades to use as quillions or quilons, however you say it. I got this test blade here, and then I brought out a 1-inch test blade here. I'm just going to use these for the purpose of showing you that these pixel pins are lighting up like they should. It's just going to look a little goofy while I'm doing it, but we'll get through it. You've got CCSabers LED pixels, so you got it in the main, and then you've got it in each of the quilons, one here and one here, so all three, right? To take this off, I did glue in this bottom part of the wire into this clamp, but the top piece pulls right out. That pops out like that. And then you take this handle, twist it, and pull it off, just like this. And what you've got here is a removable battery system, and here's your chassis. So it does say KR KROSSGUARD here in Arabic. You've got a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost bass speaker. It says Solo Sabers over here for me, and then here's your Proffie board. So this is an extremely tight press fit down into this shelf. When you go to pop it up, you don't need to take the whole board out. You just get you, on one corner or the other, get you a pair of tweezers or something and pop it up. I would highly suggest just popping it up like that so you could get to your SD card and your micro USB, change your config, and then just press fit it back down, excuse me. I made that extremely tight on purpose. I don't like using tape. I don't like using glue to hold the board down, but I do realize with these chassis over time, if you keep doing that, it might wear off a little bit. So you do have a divot in the chassis that goes all the way around to put a piece of tape there in the future if you need to, and it won't interfere with your handle. But that's what we've got right here. Removable battery. So this takes a 21700 milliamp battery, and that's what this chassis is modeled for. So that's what you can use in here and get the most battery life out of running what is essentially 3 blades, right? So we'll throw a battery in it.
I know the rest of your story.
I'll put the handle on. We're going to take this handle, slide it on. Once we slide it on and we've got that wire sticking out, we just take it and we put it right back in the hole. Shove it right in there, and it doesn't even look like anything happened to it. All right, so 2-button setup. I made your top button your activation. I'm gonna tap it to turn it off. I'm gonna try to point this in a way where you can see there's a delayed reaction. There's a delayed ignition in your quilons as there is your main blade. So if you can pay attention to this hole and this hole, you'll see this one ignite slightly after this one. Just like that. Same side over here. And then all of your LEDs are lighting up like they should. Nice smooth swing. We'll turn this off. I also gave you gesture controls. So if you didn't want to use the buttons, I'm just going to hold this up here because I don't have that screw tightened, right? But if you didn't want to use the buttons, you could turn it on like that, and then we just twist off, just like that. So here it's going to get a little weird, right? I'm going to throw a main blade in it so that you can see that it lights up first. just tapping the auxiliary, and I'll turn it off. And then we'll go through each of the Quylons just so that you can see that those are working as well with my weird blade. It's not going to light up all the way because it is programmed for the Quylon length. And get all the way in there. These ones are a little snug. Just like that. See, it's programmed to be about a little bit, you know, that long. We'll turn that off. I'll take that out. We'll flip this guy around and put it in this side. And you can see that one's working as well, just like it should. Now, if I left that in there and put this in, I know it looks a little crazy, but at least it's easier to see the delayed ignition. We'll turn it off so you can see everything's working like it should there. And then now we'll just take the battery back out. So we'll pop that wire like we did before. Oops. Twist the handle right off. Battery comes right out with your finger, so you can come up here on the positive side and just pop it out. Just like that. This chassis I designed in a way where the battery is not incredibly tight lengthwise, but it will stay in place. The diameter of the handle actually helps hold the board, or helps hold the battery down, and there's no wiggle at all or anything. So everything is very snug. It's a very tight fit, just the way it should be. Let me see what else. That's pretty much it. If you got any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll be packing this up, and it sounds like it's going to Austin Dowdy so he can work his magic on these Quylons. I know he does some excellent weathering. So let me know if you got any questions. Thanks.